Who say does that star span?
Hey, Brent, tonight we got it. Terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward, and it's Young in at the point. Here's Young, following the score by Damian Lillard. Young with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Capella with a screen on Lillard. Young with no one around. Drills it from outside.
Defense is going to have to work overtime to get out to Trae Young in that kind of distance.
Pass to Nurkic. Grant with the ball. And the dunk by Grant.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And the dunk by Capella.
It's a nice pick and roll there. Capella slicing with purpose after he sets the screen and ready for the ball.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. The shake. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's Okongwu. And a wide open look for Capella. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
The kick out to Young. Pass to Hunter. Takes the three. Young, no good. Trailblazers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he's in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton, Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Here's Young. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Murray dishes to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. And Okongwu slams it in.
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires the three. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the inside. And stolen by Thibault. Lillard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Lillard attacking, pulls up, out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Hawks ball.
.132 left here in the opening quarter. Murray surveying the D. Young with the ball. Murray, the pass to Capella. Back to Murray. Down low, 5 to shoot. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And then Sharp with the dunk.
All eyes on Dame that time, so he just moves the ball casually right to the open teammate.
Young against Lillard. Capella inside. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Nurkic a screen on Young. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Such a great athlete, and when Damian Lillard has room to prove it, he'll throw it down.
In the corner, Murray with it. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Shaedon Sharp picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Portland leading by 3. Kicks it out to Lillard from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 5.
Well, you got to take some chances, and Young will do that, challenging the defense that time.
And that one's good. Lillard.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For 3, Murray. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after them.
We've got Little and Fernie Simons out there with Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that crew.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Hawks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Little. Collins with some nice D.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Bay. Back to Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Collins, good.
And just getting more and more dangerous on the pick and roll situation. John Collins with a smart play there.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. Eubanks got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Little passes to Knox. Now Little. Got a piece of it, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
The Hawks have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Young from outside, and the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Young, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
To the paint, trying to find Capella, gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? No good from Grant. Hawks have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Here's Murray. Good on the bucket. Murray's got 7.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard with the bucket.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
There's the pick. In the corner, Murray with it. Lillard against Young.
Hey, yo, right here.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. That shot, no good. For Atlanta, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And that one falls for Young. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the
35. The Hawks, 37.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Young in at point guard. Portland trailing here. Lillard, the pass to Grant. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
Lillard makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 18 points.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Swiped away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No good from 11 feet. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Hunter's got his first bucket in this one.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Young kicks to Murray. Back to Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So Young, not a guy, especially as a scorer, that you want to put at the free throw line for free points and confidence.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Lillard against Murray. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Young against Lillard. Young pass to Okongwu. Now here's Capella. Nails the baby hook. 8 points for Clint Capella.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's. Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Here's Sharp. Second chance shot. The pass to Nurkic. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Thibault. And here is Okongwu. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Sharp. Banked in off the glass. Sharp's got 8 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Simons. Collins with some nice D.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Bay passes to Fernando. And now Portland on the break. Here's Knox. Nets, the corner 3. Knox has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Like it when you fire it to a teammate who's ready to shoot, and Kevin Knox was.
Here's Bogdanovich. Hits the layup up after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Hawks lead by 2.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Simons. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Knox. Pass to Eubanks. Just 4 to shoot. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Young from outside buries it from three-point range. Young's got 15.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Young outside, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the third quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
First team foul.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
The Hawks trailing. Young outside, passes it to Okongwu. Out to the right wing. Capella kicks to Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 3, and he comes up with the deuce. And it's 8 points for John Collins.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
A nice portion of their points have been earned at the line, and they've done an exceptional job creating havoc for the defense and getting fouled.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Lillard outside. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. A 2-point game. Collins dishes to Murray. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
From deep, Collins.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown deep.
Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Lillard's got 32 points in the game. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Okongwu. It's intercepted. Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Young against Lillard. Young dishes to Okongwu. Murray left side. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Murray with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And Portland has possession. And Capella sends it back.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Sharp, the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Grant. Driving the lane. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Young looking it over. Grant against Murray. And stolen by Lillard.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Shot's good from Young.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 35 in the game.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
And Young kicks to Murray. Back to Young. Corner shot. And it's Portland with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Bible, the pass to Grant. Lillard left side. Six to shoot. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Young is double. In the corner, Murray with it. Young against Lillard. Young dishes to Murray. It's in!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Murray. For 3. Misses the tray.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
John Collins does not have the highest free throw percentage, certainly on the team, but he can knock them down at a respectable clip.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
Lillard from deep three-point land, no good. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game, a truly gutsy performance away.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert to the wing, right side. Towns for 3. Second chance shot. Here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Thibault.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
For 3, Conley buries it from 3.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Gobert inside. Nurkic is there. And it's good for 2.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Lillard. It's blocked by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Lillard. On the take, and the dunk by Lillard.
For the ability to knife inside and convert, Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Lillard against Conley. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Got a piece of it. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Lillard against Conley. It's a one-on-one situation. The shake. And the layup is up and in. Conley's got 5 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure and capitalize off more forced miscues.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Lillard, and here's Grant from the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Lillard against Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And here's Nurkic for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league, and is hungry to be great.
He's off on the second. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, BA. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Here's Sharp, guarded by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Nice move. The shot no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Oh, nice shot by Lillard.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Outside Conley. Puts up a three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Minnesota. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Cam Reddish, Nasir Little out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Knox in at the small forward position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Now here's Simons. Pass to Knox. Outside Reddish. Now here's Simons. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Rivers. The Blazers making their last shot. Pass to Anderson. Here's Prince. Jacks up a three. And they'll get another chance. Here's Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Simons, left side. Outside Reddish. Eubanks the screen. It's Little on the wing. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Little's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Reid. Kicks it out to Anderson. From the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific game.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out.
Big finish.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Three-pointer sharp. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Edwards. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Little. Here's Sharp. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Nurkic. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Blazers making a change here. Grant's checked in.
On the floor for your Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant.
So it's Minnesota now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Towns. Oh, stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Grant's shot is off.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Left side McDaniels. The 3. And no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Appreciate it, Allie. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
First team foul.
Lillard outside. Grab the screen. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 6.
The tenacity from Lillard in the paint is exceptional. Not letting anyone throw him off his shot.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Outside Conley. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Give him 8.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Timberwolves ball starts the second half. Let's hear it for your Blazer D.
Towns with the ball. He's got 7. The quick look, no good that time. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Grant with a screen on Conley. Back to Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Lillard. From downtown, drains the triple.
He's not going to be shy about using the three-point shot. Lillard has to be effective beyond the arc to keep the D honest.
Conley passes to Edwards. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Here's Lillard. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And once Lillard kicks it up a notch, watch out. Flat out taking over now.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. And here's Conley, defended by Lillard from 20 feet. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Thibault finds Lillard. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Count it. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Lillard passes to Graham. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Sharp.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Rivers has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Lillard right side. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota ball. Timberwolves ball starts the second half.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Prince with the bucket.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Grant outside. Pass to Thibault. Out to the wing. Here's Lillard. Oh, and Reed with a block. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Trailblazers shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Cam Reddish is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Nasir Little. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Knox in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Rivers. Pass to Prince from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Rivers. He's covered by Simons. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Oh, he picked him clean. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Simons. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's the three. That shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Pass to Knox. Lets it go from deep. Anderson pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Anderson with a screen on Reddish. Now Reed from deep. And he stays with it. Back to Rivers. And he dunks it down.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
There's Simons with a three, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Reddish passes to Simons.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Buries it down low. Simons has got 13 points in this quarter.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. I mean, the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Prince. Here's Rivers. Inside. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Little. Here's Eubanks. Tipped. Outside Reddish. Simons left side. Pass to Knox. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. 1:05 left in the final quarter. Conley on the attack. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Pass to Conley. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. On target from range.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Conley against Simons. Up and over Conley. No good off the back of the rim. And Minnesota has possession. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Towns. Missed it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Al.
crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. In this kind of matchup, comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Conley. Here's McDaniels. Out to Conley. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And the Hawks with possession. Hunter with it, now guarded by Towns. Hunter, the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Young with no one around. Traps in the tray.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
And stolen by Hunter. Young with the ball. Conley picks him up, and Young kicks to Capella. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Young for 3, hits the 3-point bomb. Young's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young against Conley. The kick out to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Now here's Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And stolen by Okongwu. Hunter with it. Working on McDaniels. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Edwards against Murray. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now, here is Young. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Okongwu with the screen from Murray. Capella finds Murray. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside Edwards. And they get it back. Towns, the pass to Conley. Back to Towns. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't go. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Towns dishes to Edwards. The 3. Unable to get that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And there's the pass to Hunter. And he drops it in from the low post. Hunter's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Atlanta. Out to Edwards. Hunter with some nice defense.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Young in the corner. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley feeling it out. Outside, Towns. No good. That would have tied it.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Murray up on top. Edwards defending. Young outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. All sorts of time. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns.
And the dunk by Capella.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Towns for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Conley against Young. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here's Anderson. Prince outside. Launches a 3. Fernando pulls it in. The Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now Bogdanovich. Fernando can't get it to go. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rivers has got the ball. Chalk up 2 there.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Bogdanovich looking around. Collins up top. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And here's Bogdanovich after Taurean Prince hitting the 3.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him. Pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Reed. And he converts the layup. Reed's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Offensive rebound. Bay passes to Fernando. Outside, Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Atlanta. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And at last, they get one to fall.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
So we've reached the end of the first. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly.
21, the Timberwolves, 27.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Bogdanovich is out there with Griffin. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Collins. And it's Fernando in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And Atlanta has possession. 6-point game.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
For Atlanta, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Prince outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Passes it to Reed. Clock at 4. To the wing right side. Releases. Off the left rim and out. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Griffin. Stolen by Anderson. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. That shot wide open. Reed's got 5.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside for Griffin. And the pass to Fernando. 5 on the clock. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The rebound by Anderson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Now Now here's Bogdanovich. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Rivers against Bogdanovich. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. 6 feet out. There's the screen, and stolen by Bay. Pass to Fernando. Back to Bay. Inside. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim. And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Passes it to Fernando. Back to Bogdanovich. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Greg, you were talking about how Bay is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Here is Bogdanovich following the 3 by Minnesota. Now the pass to Bay. Here's Fernando. Outside for Griffin. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Griffin. Alexander Walker passes to Rivers. Pass to Prince. Reed with it, working on Collins. Reed misses. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Now, here is Young. He's got 11.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And Edwards drops them both. The Hawks trail by 12. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Young for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Conley with the 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Conley's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Young against Conley. Young looking it over. That's good on the jump shot. Young's got 13.
Yeah, when Trey gets in a rhythm like this, he can bury you with shots. The defense needs to try something new.
And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. McDaniels kicks to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 13. Conley finds Towns. The layup off target. The Hawks shooting 43% from the floor. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Conley against Young. Wide open look here for Murray. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks. Murray's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. Driving.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Young against Conley. Okongwu with the screen for Young. The fader. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Hawks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Conley with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Edwards with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Conley against Young. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. Outside Conley. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. That shot off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Capella kicks to Hunter. And there's the drive. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So it's the Timberwolves now. 13-point lead. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Young dishes to Capella. Hunter for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Shot clock at 6. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Murray with it. Now defended by Gobert. Capella kicks to Okongwu. Capella with a screen on Towns. For 3, Murray. They get it back. Passes to Okongwu. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Michael Conley picks one up.
All the officials are all over that one.
And that one falls for Okongwu. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here is Conley. Outside, Towns. Here's McDaniels on the money.
Unwilling to let up even for a...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and
So Atlanta will get the first possession. So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Now here's Young. Fires the 3. Simons with a rebound.
Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Young against Simons. Outside Young. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Okongwu, no good. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries opened the door.
NBA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum most of that season, and Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Great positioning on the putback.
The muscle Capella brings packs a punch, especially when he's hitting the offensive glass.
Pass to Graham. Stolen by Capella. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Okongwu. Oh, and he got fouled. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he makes the first.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
And it's Lillard penetrating. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Taking it to the defense right there. Lillard can do it all.
Murray up top. He's covered by Simons. Picked up by Okongwu. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Simons against Young. Rebounded by the Hawks. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Lillard passes to Grant. Doesn't go for him. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
I love that Trae Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
Now here's Lillard. Thibault with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Thibault passes to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Murray.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Young. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
What separates Capella is his quick jumps around the rim. Tremendous athlete.
Pass to Simons. Driving inside. Capella with a block. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Now Young. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Able to see the entire floor. Young gets a lane, and he takes it.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Knox to the left side wing. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's a Okongwu. Murray up top. Okongwu inside. Now here's Hunter. Outside Young. Outside Murray. Back to Young. Second shot opportunity. And it's Little with a rebound.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Now here's Reddish. Here's Sharp. And that's collected by Trae Young. The Hawks leading. Down low. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Knox. Hunter with some nice D. Ball stolen. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks ahead, leading by 5. After the... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
We've got John Collins. Griffin is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Fernando in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Pass to Sharp. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Collins inside. Here's Fernando. The shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. And it's good. 2 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Knox. Reddish with it. Inside. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. To the middle. Here's Collins. And Collins with the jam.
An explosive leaper, Collins hangs in the air, puts on a show.
Timeout called, Portland. Portland trailing here. Nurkic, a screen on Bogdanovic. A nice shot by Lillard.
Taking more of them lately. Lillard getting comfortable from 3.
For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
And here's Collins for 3, rebounded by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Lillard, and the dunk by Lillard.
The handles. The defenders simply can't keep up with Lillard.
So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Got it. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Young against Lillard. Outside Murray. Here's Capella, and it's Capella with the jam.
An intimidator himself, Capella's not shying away from a little contact.
Simons passes to Lillard. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And here's Grant from the arc. Hunter with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Picked up by Okongwu. Young from long range. And it's Portland with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You have to admire Young's determination and toughness. He's not just a perimeter threat.
Lillard against Murray. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Murray passes to Capella. Crafty move, and the slam dunk by Capella.
You see his link, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Lillard outside. Portland again missing. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Young. The three ball. Here's Okongwu. Tries again. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
And here's Simons outside. Grant the pass to Thibault. Lillard left side. Ooh, stolen by Murray. To the paint. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll, hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Clint Capella making things happen for the Atlanta. Thanks very much, Allie. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Clint Capella in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward.
This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA, it sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
They're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hunter. Here's Young. He's covered by Simons. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Okongwu. They get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
There's Young with the 3. Knocks down the triple. Young's got 6.
Stretching the floor like few can. You have to stay connected to Trey at all times.
Here's Lillard. Softly drops in the floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Young against Lillard. Pass to Okongwu. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
There's Simons with a 3. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Simons with it. Okongwu on him. Thibault with it. Checked by Murray. Grant the pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
A little contact can't slow Damian Lillard down. He speeds right past it to his shot.
Outside Murray. Outside Young. Inside. Here's Okongwu. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball. Here's Okongwu, defended by Lillard. Pass to Capella. Grant with a steal. Murray against Lillard. And here's Grant. Rejected by Okongwu. And there's the drive. Murray against Simons. Up top, Young. He has 6. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Lillard outside Thibault to the right side. Simons outside. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Lillard into the lane. And the dunk by Lillard.
Time after time, it's Dame, a prolific offensive player.
And Atlanta shooting around 50% in the game so far. Young, the pass to Capella. Here's Okongwu. Outside Murray. The kick to Hunter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Bogdanovich, no good. Here's Knox, defended by Griffin. Outside Reddish. There's the triple. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And so it's Atlanta. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. John Collins out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Bruno Fernando. And it's Griffin in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times. To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
They have thrown themselves on the offensive glass. And because of their hustle, they are being rewarded with second chance points.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
The kick out to Griffin. 4 on the clock. Here's Fernando. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Here's Fernando. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Man, Blazers fans have been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
NBA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
Here's Sharp. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Hawks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. To the inside. Here's Fernando. And almost gets it to go. So he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Cam Reddish. The first free throw is good. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Bey. Murray's checked in for Griffin. And it's Young in for Bogdanovic. Lillard outside. On the wing, Simons. And he jams it home with authority.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
Young with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Back to Young. Pass to Okongwu. Murray against Simons.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Nurkic, a screen on Murray. Grant, the pass to Thibault. Out to Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Lillard.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Young against Lillard. And that one's good. Young. And the Hawks lead by 14.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Left side, Hunter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Young against Lillard. Second chance effort. Offensive rebound. The kick to Hunter. Simons against Murray. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hawks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
Pass to Okongwu. Murray against Grant. And it's Okongwu off the drive. And Young draws the double. Here's Capella. It's stolen by Thibault. Young against Lillard. Now here's Grant. And the layup falls.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Pass to Young. Here's Okongwu. Knocks it loose. Grant with a steal. There's Simons with a three. The rebound by the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Okongwu for three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch.
Davis, what you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. Simons on the wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Edwards against Grant. Here's Nurkic. A putback. Grant on the follow.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Poke loose and stolen by Thibault. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Simons from outside. Good on the triple.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just zero hesitation on that, Jake.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
6 to shoot. Conley with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum with a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons, so they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now, and it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Here's Simons. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Lillard outside. And it's Thibault in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Conley the pass to Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Lillard against Conley. Thibault on the wing. Grant outside. Simons the pass to Grant. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lillard's got 7.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Simons after the basket by Minnesota. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Edwards from deep 3-point territory. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Simons finds Nurkic. Grant outside. Lillard with it. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Grant and the dunk by Grant.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
Crafty move. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley. Towns has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the basket by Lillard.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Outside Conley. Crosses over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Towns with it, now defended by Grant and stolen by Lillard. Here he goes, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Lillard, and rebounded by McDaniels.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And McDaniels drops them both. 5 seconds left in the first. Lillard, yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 13.
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
We've got Prince. Anderson is out there with Reed. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Into the lane. 2 points. That one goes.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Anderson. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Sharp the pass to Knox. And he makes good on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rivers kicks to Anderson. Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The kick out to Anderson. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. It's Rivers on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Reed. A second chance effort. He can't get it to go. And it's Portland the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Little passes to Eubanks. Now here's Reddish. Defense is right there, and the shot is good. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Now, here's Sharp. Here's Knox. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Anderson outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Reddish. Rivers. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. He takes it in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, Nasir Little has certainly been stepping up lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, some nice progression from him and taking on more responsibility for this team. Obviously, with star players out, the coaching staff's going to lean on some of their younger players, and that might accelerate the growth. Nasir Little certainly took a lot of pride in being an energy guy and a defender last year, and that's going to bode well for his foundation.
Now, here's Reed. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Reddish. They lead by 1. Pass to Sharp. 1:25 left in the first half. Pass to Eubanks. The wide open shot by Little. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Rivers scanning the floor. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Now, here's Sharp. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Nice move. Got a hand on it. And now Portland on the break. Here's Sharp. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
It's stolen by Reddish. And stolen by Prince. 4-on-3 break. And that'll do it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't... And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the floor for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Over Conley. Lillard misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Towns. Clock at 6. Here's Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now here's Gobert. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard. But immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Here's Lillard. Anthony Edwards making his last shot, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with it. Lillard picks him up. Conley scanning the floor. Down low. Clock at 4. Pass to McDaniels. The shot will not fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And Lillard kicks to Grant. Nobody near Nurkic. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Simons finds Lillard. Grant sets a screen for Lillard.
With the lineup out there, that might be the last guy you want to foul. Dame's got some of the best free throw numbers in history.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Grant. Going inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. Just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 15. He kicks to Nurkic. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Portland.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Here's Conley. Out left to the wing. Here's Towns. Shot to stop the run. Back to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Simons. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The steal. Lillard scanning the floor. Stolen by Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from 3-point range. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter. To the paint. Here's Grant. Sweet move. And the dunk by Grant.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
And here's Conley outside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. There's and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 3-pointer. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And this is where Lillard is most dangerous. He's going to look to shoot a lot of threes.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. The pass to Simons. And it's off from 3-point range. Edwards with it. Now defended by Grant. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Good on the 3-point shot.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
To the inside. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Simons. Nurkic with the block. They recover it. Towns dishes to Edwards. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nailed from 3-point land. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Lillard. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
At the top of the key, Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead. Takes it inside. Pass to Lillard. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Edwards kicks to Prince. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. And Grant sends it back.
Grant's got some verts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Lillard attacking. Prince trying to free himself up. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Grant. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Minnesota. They trail by 1. Here's Alexander Walker. It drops.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Mike Conley's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Portland with a change here, too. Sharp's checked in for Anthony Simons.
Well, Grant knows his role and willing to take over during key parts of the game. As long as he stays within himself, he can make those kind of contributions.
Outside Conley. For the 3. Can't knock in the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
That's tipped. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of it. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
high-flying team. Grant, loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Hunter in at the 3. There's Young with the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Now McDaniels. Just 3 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns can't get it to go.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Hunter against Gobert. Here's Okongwu. There's the 3. Towns with a rebound. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Conley against Young. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns on a screen. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Young from long range fires in the triple. Young's got 6 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Conley passes to Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Murray passes to Young. The 3. Rebound Minnesota.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Pass to Murray. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Back to Young. Young missing again. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The kick out to Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
McDaniels with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter. A minute 50 left in the first. From deep, Conley. That one is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
DeJounte Murray does a nice job using that long frame of his to attract contact from the defense and still get it done.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Conley. There's the drive. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Picked up by Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Young. The fadeaway. Offensive board. Another shot. Capella can't get it to go.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Outside McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Here's Okongwu. Out left to the wing. They kick it out to Murray. Now here's Young. Pass to Capella. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Hawks on. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards finds Conley. Edwards a screen on Young. Conley passes to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Gobert. And that misses. That would have put him up.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Young from long range. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Young. Pass to Towns. And he converts the layup.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Murray passes to Young. Let's go with a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Young's got 9. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good. Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Outside Young. Pass to Murray. Back to Young. They kick it out to Murray. To the wing on the left. Launches a 3. Young can't hit. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Towns on a screen. Conley with the ball. And Capella picks him up defensively. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Atlanta making some changes here. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Bogdanovich. The kick out to Griffin. Down low. Here's Fernando. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. Pass to Collins. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Prince. And here's Reed. Reed to screen on Bogdanovich. Back to Reed. Takes the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Hawks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Outside Bogdanovich. Over to the wing. Griffin finds Bogdanovich. A shot to stop the drought. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Anderson.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous.
All right, good stuff, Allie.
17.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
We've got Nas Reed. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Reed for 3. From outside the arc. Fernando grabs the miss. The Hawks trailing. Oh, deflected. Up top, Collins. Anderson covers. Right side, Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with a 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fast break, Minnesota. They get it again. Pass to Prince. Here's Reed. Tries again. Excellent D there from Collins. Atlanta is shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Reed. Collins passes to Griffin. For the lead. No good on the shot. And Minnesota the other way with it now. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Defended by Griffin. And stolen by Bay. Here's Collins. And he drives in. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh, an explosive leaper who plays with good energy. Collins can make some real athletic finishes.
Now here's Reed. He's closely guarded. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Collins outside. Pass to Griffin. Collins outside. Now here's Griffin, tightly guarded. For the lead. 4 on the clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Anderson. Here's Rivers. Reed with it. Picked up by Griffin. Here's Prince. Counted from distance. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Bogdanovich. Tight defense on him.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Here's Fernando. Reed defending. Hey, no good. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. McDaniels passes to Conley. Back to Daniels. And stolen by Murray. And now the Hawks on the break. And a deep 3 from Young. Atlanta again missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Conley finds McDaniels. There's a minute 26 left in the third.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. So it's Atlanta now. It's a 5-point game. Young, the pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Right side Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got his first basket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Young. Up and over Conley. And that one's long.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Three-pointer. Rebound Atlanta.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Pass to Okongwu. Murray against Edwards. Back to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. Murray, no good. Outside Conley. And it's McDaniels off the drives. It could go.
Yeah, a strong defender is Capella. He uses his reach to bother shots and...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
To the left wing. It's McDaniels on the wing. Hunter covering. Back to Towns. Clock is at 3. Fires top of the key. Hunter with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Going inside to the paint. Here's Okongwu. Atlanta calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Conley. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them,
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under
review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
Free throw is good. Young makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
You know, it's quite remarkable how quickly Trae Young became a force to be reckoned with in the league. And so far, there doesn't seem to be a limit on his potential as a top-tier scorer.
Back to Edwards. All sorts of time. Goes back up. Pass to Alexander Walker. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Outside Young. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. To stop the run. Good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Murray against Edwards. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Inside. The kick out to Young. Okongwu inside. Pass to Murray. Back to Capella. Second chance shot. The kick out to Young. The offensive rebound. And it's Capella with the jam.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Edwards against Murray. Edwards a pass to Gobert. And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Hunter on the wing. Back to Young. Pass to Hunter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to one. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Young. They kick it out to Murray. Shot from the wing. Bullseye! And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
And Young, here we go.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Into the lane. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick to Hunter. Fires the three. Bunny. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. Towns. Yes!
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money. And his teammates absolutely love him. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Brazers.
Here's Murray. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a